This iconic 80s sitcom not only brought laughter and heartfelt family lessons, but it also launched the careers of some of Hollywood's brightest stars. From Meredith Baxter and Michael Gross to Michael J. Fox, Justine Bateman, and even Courteney Cox, each actor left a lasting mark on television history. More than 40 years later, where are they now? Who continues to shine on screen, and who has stepped away from the spotlight? Let's take a look back at the beloved Family Ties cast, then and now, and see why this show still holds a special place in the hearts of fans around the world. Meredith Baxter portrayed Elyse Keaton in Family Ties, 1982, when she was 35 years old, embodying the warmth and resilience of a modern American mother. Elyse, a former hippie-turned-architect, serves as the emotional anchor of the Keaton family. Her character represents progressive values and a nurturing spirit, constantly balancing her career with raising her children. She often acts as a calm mediator between her conservative, business-minded son Alex and her equally free-spirited husband Stephen, guiding the family with patience, humor, and empathy. Elyse's most important moments include supporting her children through personal struggles and affirming her own independence as a professional woman in the 1980s, making her one of television's earliest portrayals of a strong working mother. Beyond the sitcom, Meredith Baxter built a career spanning film and television. She became known for her powerful performances in television movies such as A Woman Scorned, The Betty Broderick Story, 1992, earning Emmy nominations for her gripping dramatic roles. Off-screen, Baxter's personal life was often in the spotlight. She married 4 times, has 5 children, and in 2009 publicly came out as a lesbian, later marrying contractor Nancy Locke in 2013. As of 2025, she is 78 years old and remains admired for her authenticity, resilience, and versatility. Michael J. Fox portrayed Alex P. Keaton in Family Ties, 1982, when he was just 21 years old, delivering one of the most iconic performances of the 1980s television. Alex, the eldest Keaton child, is a fiercely ambitious young Republican whose admiration for capitalism, business, and political conservatism hilariously contrasts with his parents' liberal ideals. Despite his arrogance and obsession with wealth, Alex is also deeply loyal to his family, showing vulnerability and growth through important storylines such as coping with loss, experiencing first love, and preparing for adulthood. His sharp wit, relentless drive, and evolving maturity made him a cultural symbol of the Reagan era while also endearing him to audiences as more than just a satirical figure. Michael J. Fox's portrayal catapulted him to stardom, earning 3 Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe for the role. Beyond the sitcom, Fox became internationally famous with the Back to the Future trilogy, cementing his place as one of Hollywood's most beloved actors. His later work included Spin City and acclaimed guest roles in The Good Wife and Rescue Me. Off-screen, Fox married actress Tracy Pollan in 1988, with whom he has 4 children, and he became a tireless advocate for Parkinson's disease research after publicly revealing his diagnosis in 1991. He founded the Michael J. Fox Foundation, which has raised over $1 billion for medical research. As of 2025, he is 64 years old and remains a symbol of courage, humor, and perseverance, both on and off the screen. Justine Bateman portrayed Mallory Keaton in Family Ties, 1982, when she was just 16 years old, capturing the charm and humor of the Keaton family's fashion-loving daughter. Mallory was portrayed as less academically inclined than her siblings, often serving as the butt of jokes about her intellect. Yet her character resonated with viewers for her warmth, loyalty, and relatability. She provided comic relief through her obsession with shopping and appearance, but also revealed depth in storylines exploring her insecurities and her close bond with her family, particularly with her brother Alex. Mallory's role was essential in balancing the family dynamic, showing that love and kindness were just as valuable as academic or career achievements. Beyond the sitcom, Justine Bateman pursued a diverse career, acting in films such as Satisfaction, 1988, and guest roles in series like Desperate Housewives and Arrested Development. She later expanded into writing, directing, and producing, earning respect for her creativity beyond acting. Bateman also became an outspoken advocate for issues surrounding digital technology and women in Hollywood, publishing books that addressed aging and authenticity in the entertainment industry. In her personal life, she married real estate developer Mark Fluent in 2001, and together they have 2 children. As of 2025, she is 59 years old and continues to inspire through her artistic versatility and candid public voice. Michael Gross portrayed Stephen Keaton in Family Ties 1982 when he was 35 years old, bringing to life a loving, liberal-minded father who remained deeply connected to his 1960s values. Stephen, a public television manager and devoted husband to Elyse, often found himself in humorous yet heartfelt clashes with his ambitious and conservative son Alex. His character stood for compassion, open-mindedness, and gentle wisdom, often encouraging dialogue over conflict and representing the ideal of a thoughtful parent who leads with understanding. Stephen's important moments include guiding his children through moral dilemmas, supporting Elyse in balancing family and work, and staying firm in his beliefs while adapting to the modern world of the 1980s. Michael Gross went on to enjoy a long career in both television and film, most notably becoming a cult favorite as Burt Gummer in the Tremors film series, where his comedic timing and action hero grit earned him enduring popularity. Off-screen, Gross has led a quieter life compared to many of his peers, known for his dedication to his craft rather than tabloid headlines. He married casting director Elsa Bergeron in 1984, and the couple has remained together for decades, exemplifying stability in Hollywood. As of 2025, he is 78 years old and continues to be recognized for his versatility, humor, and lasting contributions to television and film. Brian Bonsall joined Family Ties in 1986 at just 4 years old, portraying Andrew "Andy" Keaton, the youngest member of the family. Introduced late in the series, Andy was often used to highlight generational differences within the household. Despite his young age, the character was shown as affectionate, impressionable, and sometimes used as a comic foil to his older siblings, particularly Alex, who tried to mold him into a mini-conservative. Andy brought new energy to the Keaton household, emphasizing themes of family unity and innocence, while completing the show's portrait of a modern American family. Beyond the series, Brian Bonsall acted in films such as Blank Check, 1994, and Star Trek: The Next Generation, before leaving acting as a teenager. His adult years included struggles with legal troubles, but he eventually turned his life around, focusing on music and performing with various punk rock bands in Colorado. Despite early challenges, Bonsall has since spoken about finding stability and happiness in his personal life. He married Courteney Cox in 2017, and together they have 1 child. As of 2025, he is 43 years old and is appreciated both for his memorable childhood role and his resilience in building a life beyond Hollywood. Tina Yothers portrayed Jennifer Keaton in Family Ties, 1982, when she was only 9 years old, embodying the tomboyish, youngest daughter of the Keaton family during the show's early years. Jennifer stood out for her sharp wit, sarcastic remarks, and down-to-earth personality, often serving as a counterbalance to her sister Mallory's superficiality and Alex's ambition. She was portrayed as bright and athletic, yet still grounded in the everyday struggles of childhood and adolescence, giving the audience a relatable point of view within the Keaton household. Jennifer's character grew from a precocious child into a thoughtful young teenager, reflecting the challenges of growing up in a politically divided but loving family. Outside of Family Ties, Tina Yothers pursued both acting and music, performing with her band Jaded in the 1990s. Later, she appeared in reality TV shows such as Celebrity Fit Club and Celebrity Wife Swap, showcasing her candid personality. She eventually stepped back from Hollywood to focus on family life. Tina married Robert Kaiser, with whom she has 2 children, and largely dedicated herself to raising them outside the spotlight. As of 2025, she is 52 years old and is remembered fondly by fans for her early role as the spirited Jennifer Keaton. Courteney Cox portrayed Lauren Miller in Family Ties, 1987, when she was 23 years old, taking on the role of Alex P. Keaton's girlfriend during the later seasons of the series. Lauren, a psychology student, was intelligent, compassionate, and grounded, serving as both a romantic partner and a moral counterbalance to Alex's relentless ambition. Their relationship gave viewers a new dimension to Alex's character, revealing his vulnerability, capacity for love, and ability to grow emotionally. Lauren stood out as one of the more serious girlfriends on the show, and her presence provided depth and maturity to Alex's storylines. Beyond Family Ties, Courteney Cox went on to become a global star, most famously as Monica Geller on Friends, 1994 to 2004, a role that made her a household name. She also starred in the Scream film series as Gail Weathers, and led the popular sitcom Cougar Town, 2009 to 2015, earning a Golden Globe nomination. In her personal life, Cox married actor David Arquette in 1999, with whom she has a daughter, Coco. The couple divorced in 2013, but Cox has continued to balance motherhood with a successful acting and producing career. As of 2025, she is 61 years old and remains a prominent and enduring figure in television and film. Scott Valentine joined Family Ties in 1985 at the age of 27, portraying Nick Moore, Mallory Keaton's boyfriend, with a rough exterior but a surprisingly soft heart. Nick was introduced as a rebellious, leather jacket-wearing artist whose unconventional lifestyle initially clashed with the Keatons' expectations, especially Elyse and Steven's hopes for their daughter. Yet beneath his tough image, Nick was warm, loyal, and deeply caring toward Mallory, winning over audiences with his humor and unexpected sensitivity. His relationship with Mallory became one of the show's central romances, symbolizing how love could bridge social and generational divides. After Family Ties, Scott Valentine went on to star in the short-lived spin-off The Art of Being Nick, 1987, and appeared in series such as Murder, She Wrote, and News Radio. He also lent his voice to animated shows, including Batman, the animated series. In his personal life, Valentine has been married twice and is the father of 4 sons. He later transitioned into business ventures, including work in investment and clean energy. As of 2025, he is 67 years old and is admired both for his acting career and his entrepreneurial pursuits. Marc Price portrayed Erwin Skippy Handelman in Family Ties 1982 when he was 14 years old, creating one of the most beloved side characters in the series. Skippy was the Keatons' nerdy, socially awkward neighbor and childhood friend, hopelessly infatuated with Mallory despite her constant rejections. His innocence, loyalty, and persistent optimism made him a source of both comedy and sympathy, as audiences often saw his struggles with loneliness and unrequited love. Skippy's role highlighted the themes of friendship and acceptance, showing that kindness mattered more than popularity or success. Beyond Family Ties, Marc Price built a varied career as a stand-up comedian, writer, and producer, working in television and stage comedy while also appearing in the horror film Trick or Treat, 1986. Off-screen, he became known for his sharp humor and dedication to live performance more than Hollywood stardom. While he has kept much of his private life away from the spotlight, Price remains active in the entertainment circuit, performing stand-up nationwide. As of 2025, he is 57 years old and continues to be remembered fondly as the earnest and lovable Skippy. Tracy Pollan joined Family Ties in 1985 at 25 years old, portraying Ellen Reed, the thoughtful and artistic girlfriend of Alex P. Keaton. Ellen was intelligent, independent, and compassionate, embodying liberal values that often clashed with Alex's sharp conservatism. Despite their ideological differences, their relationship revealed Alex's softer side, showing that beneath his ambition and political passion was a young man capable of vulnerability and tenderness. Ellen challenged Alex's worldview, forcing him to confront questions of empathy, compromise, and emotional depth, making her one of the most significant romantic figures in the series. Pollan's performance brought warmth and authenticity, and her chemistry with Michael J. Fox gave their on-screen romance lasting charm. Outside of the sitcom, Tracy Pollan established herself as a versatile actress with roles in films such as Bright Lights, Big City, 1988, and appearances on television, including Law and Order, SVU, and Curb Your Enthusiasm. She also co-authored health and wellness books with her family, reflecting her interest in balanced living. Personally, she married Michael J. Fox in 1988, and together they raised 4 children while navigating his public battle with Parkinson's disease. As of 2025, she is 65 years old and remains admired as both an accomplished actress and a devoted partner and mother. Robert Costanzo appeared in Family Ties in 1984 at 42 years old, playing Andrew the waiter, a humorous side character who added texture to the Keatons' encounters outside their household. Though his role was small, Costanzo's natural comedic timing and everyman presence made him stand out in his brief appearance. Known for playing tough, working-class, or wisecracking characters, he brought authenticity even to short-lived parts, helping Family Ties maintain its grounded sense of realism. Beyond the series, Robert Costanzo became a prolific character actor with an extensive career in both film and television. His credits include roles in Total Recall, 1990, Die Hard 2, 1990, and City Slickers, 1991. He also became highly recognizable for his voice work, most famously as Detective Harvey Bullock in Batman, the animated series and related DC projects. Costanzo has remained active across decades, often cast in roles that highlight his distinctive voice, tough guy image, and comedic sensibilities. Off-screen, he has largely kept his personal life private, focusing instead on steady work and professional reputation. As of 2025, he is 83 years old and continues to be celebrated as one of Hollywood's most dependable character actors. John Hancock portrayed Gus Thompson, Stephen Keaton's good-natured and steady co-worker, beginning in 1983 when he was 42 years old. Gus brought warmth, relatability, and humor to the workplace dynamic, often serving as a confidant and comic counterpart to Stephen. Though a recurring character, Gus enriched the series by grounding Stephen's professional life in realism and highlighting themes of loyalty, friendship, and the struggles of everyday working Americans. His approachable personality and easygoing wisdom made him memorable, even without a central storyline. Beyond Family Ties, John Hancock built a solid career across television and film, appearing in popular shows such as Hill Street Blues, Different Strokes, Knots Landing, and L.A. Law. He was often cast in roles that emphasized strength and authority, but also revealed his warmth and versatility as an actor. Hancock was also active on stage, where his commanding presence left a lasting impression. Tragically, his career and life were cut short when he died suddenly of a heart attack on October 12, 1992, at the age of 51. His untimely passing was a significant loss, ending the journey of a performer who had so much more to offer television, film, and theater. Enid Kent appeared in Family Ties in 1982 at the age of 37, playing Phyllis Evans, a supporting character whose presence reflected the everyday social circles surrounding the Keaton family. While not a central figure, Phyllis embodied the series' ability to flesh out realistic secondary characters who added humor and grounding to the world in which Elyse and Stephen raised their children. She was portrayed as approachable, kind, and community-minded, often contributing to the lighthearted moments that balanced the show's political and generational debates. Beyond Family Ties, Enid Kent built a recognizable career as a character actress. She was best known as Nurse Bigelow on MASH, 1976 to 1983, a recurring role that gave her enduring recognition among television fans. She also appeared in CHIPS, Different Strokes, and The Paper Chase, proving her versatility in both comedy and drama. Kent eventually stepped back from Hollywood, living a more private life outside of the spotlight while leaving behind a body of work that showcased her range. Though no longer active in acting, her television contributions remain appreciated by fans of classic TV. As of 2025, she is 80 years old and remembered for her warmth and authenticity on screen. Alan Blumenfeld joined Family Ties in 1984 at the age of 32, playing George Bellick, a quirky and colorful character who brought comedic energy to the Keatons' world. Though not a major recurring figure, George stood out with his eccentric mannerisms and humorous perspective, adding richness to the series' broader tapestry of family and community life. His presence illustrated the show's ability to balance lighthearted comedy with heartfelt storytelling by surrounding the Keatons with memorable secondary characters. Beyond Family Ties, Alan Blumenfeld built a prolific career in film, television, and theater. He appeared in dozens of popular series, including Heroes, Grey's Anatomy, CSI, and Shameless, often excelling in character roles that showcased his adaptability. On the big screen, he acted in films such as The Ring, 2002, In Her Shoes, 2005, and Righteous Kill, 2008, further cementing his reputation as a reliable and versatile supporting actor. Alongside screen work, Blumenfeld is also a respected stage performer and teacher, mentoring younger generations of actors. While he has kept his personal life relatively private, he has long been recognized in Hollywood as a hardworking and talented craftsman. As of 2025, he is 73 years old and continues to be respected for his enduring contributions to the performing arts. Tom Hanks guest starred in Family Ties in 1983 at 27 years old, portraying Ned Donnelly, Elyse Keaton's brother. Ned was initially presented as a charming, fun-loving uncle, but his story arc revealed a darker side as he struggled with alcoholism. His character brought one of the show's most serious and emotional storylines, highlighting how addiction could affect not only the individual but also the family that loved him. Through Ned, Family Ties explored themes of vulnerability, support, and the importance of addressing personal struggles honestly, giving the sitcom one of its most poignant subplots. For Tom Hanks, this guest role came early in his career, just before his breakthrough as a leading man. He soon rose to stardom with Splash, 1984, and went on to become one of Hollywood's most celebrated actors. His career includes 2 consecutive Academy Awards for Philadelphia, 1993, and Forrest Gump, 1994, along with iconic roles in Saving Private Ryan, Cast Away, The Da Vinci Code, and the Toy Story franchise. Off-screen, Hanks married actress Rita Wilson in 1988, and they share 2 sons together while he also has 2 older children from his first marriage. As of 2025, he is 69 years old and continues to be revered worldwide as an actor, producer, and humanitarian. Philip Baker Hall guest starred in Family Ties in 1988 at 57 years old, playing Dr. Harrison, a character who added gravitas to the series' later seasons. Known for his authoritative presence, Hall brought depth to the role, guiding the Keaton family through one of their more serious and reflective storylines. His performance exemplified how even brief appearances could leave a strong impression, grounding the sitcom's comedy with realism. Beyond Family Ties, Philip Baker Hall became one of America's most respected character actors. His unforgettable monologue as Richard Nixon in Secret Honor, 1984, cemented his reputation, and he later achieved critical acclaim in Paul Thomas Anderson's films Hard Eight, 1996, Boogie Nights, 1997, and Magnolia, 1999. Audiences also embraced him in lighter fare, including his memorable role as the library cop Bookman on Seinfeld. Hall's career was defined by his commanding screen presence and versatility across genres. Off-screen, he married twice and had 2 daughters, balancing family life with decades of steady work. Philip Baker Hall passed away on June 12, 2022, at the age of 90, due to complications from emphysema, leaving behind an enduring legacy as one of Hollywood's great character actors. Timothy Busfield appeared in Family Ties in 1984 at 27 years old, playing Doug, one of the young men in Mallory Keaton's social circle. Doug was lighthearted and humorous, often adding levity to Mallory's storylines while also reflecting the teenage dating world of the 1980s. Although not a central figure, his presence gave Mallory dimension as she navigated her friendships and romantic interests, showing viewers the balance between her carefree charm and her search for connection. Beyond Family Ties, Timothy Busfield built an acclaimed career as both an actor and director. He became widely recognized for his role as Elliot Weston in 30-something, 1987 to 1991, winning an Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor. His work extended to The West Wing as Danny Concannon and Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, as well as directing episodes of Modern Family and This Is Us. Off-screen, Busfield's life has also been notable. He married actress Melissa Gilbert in 2013, and together they blended their families while pursuing creative projects. With a career spanning television, film, and theater, Busfield is celebrated for his versatility both behind and in front of the camera. As of 2025, he is 68 years old and remains active as an actor, director, and mentor in the industry. Jane Addams appeared in Family Ties in 1987 when she was 22 years old, portraying Marty Brody, a character who brought freshness and intelligence to the Keatons' extended social network. Though her time on the show was brief, Marty contributed to the coming-of-age narratives of the younger Keatons, providing both humor and perspective as the series explored the complexities of young adulthood. Addams's nuanced presence fit seamlessly into the show's balance of comedy and sincerity. Outside of Family Ties, Jane Addams developed a distinguished career in film, television, and theater. She won a Tony Award in 1994 for her role in An Inspector Calls, and earned widespread acclaim for her performance in the film Happiness, 1998. Her television work has included major roles in Hung, Frasier, and Hacks, the latter earning her renewed praise for her quirky and layered performances. Known for her ability to embody eccentric and vulnerable characters, Addams has become a respected performer in both mainstream and independent projects. While she has kept her personal life relatively private, her career longevity speaks to her dedication to craft. As of 2025, she is 60 years old and remains admired for her originality and depth as an actress. Sal Viscuso appeared in Family Ties in 1982 at 34 years old, playing Richard Grasso, a supporting character who reflected the adult world surrounding the Keaton family. While his role was brief, Grasso embodied the kind of professional, practical figure who grounded the sitcom in everyday reality beyond the home. Viscuso's approachable and relatable style made his scenes engaging, showing the versatility that would define his career. Outside of Family Ties, Sal Viscuso became best known as a television actor during the 1970s and 1980s. He gained early recognition with his role in Soap, 1977 to 1981, playing Father Timothy Flotsky, and was also famously the unseen PA voice on MASH. His career extended to guest appearances in numerous shows including Hill Street Blues, The Love Boat, Empty Nest, and NYPD Blue. Though he never became a leading man, his consistency and adaptability made him a familiar face on American television. Off-screen, he has kept his personal life private, focusing more on his professional work than celebrity status. As of 2025, he is 76 years old and remains respected for his steady contributions as a character actor. Walter Olkewicz appeared in Family Ties in 1984 at 36 years old, playing Bill Channing, a colorful supporting character whose affable personality and comic timing added warmth to the Keatons' extended circle. Bill often represented the working-class everyman, a role Olkewicz excelled at, providing authenticity and humor in his brief storyline. Though not a central figure, his grounded presence highlighted the sitcom's ability to balance family drama with relatable outside characters. Beyond Family Ties, Olkewicz enjoyed a long career in both film and television. He became best known for his role as bartender and croupier Jacques Renaud in Twin Peaks, 1990, and later in Twin Peaks, The Return, 2017. His credits also included Grace Under Fire, Seinfeld, The Client, and films such as Par 6 and The Big Picture. Off-screen, he was admired for his generosity and humor, though in later years he struggled with health problems that limited his acting. Walter Olkewicz passed away on April 6, 2021, at the age of 72, from complications related to infections, leaving behind a career of memorable character roles that resonated with audiences. Richard Venture guest starred in Family Ties in 1983 at 60 years old, portraying Agent Bert Carlyle, a figure of authority whose presence added tension and gravity to the Keatons' world. As an FBI agent, Carlyle embodied the seriousness of law enforcement, contrasting sharply with the comedic family tone while also highlighting the show's ability to touch on broader societal issues. Venture's strong and commanding performance gave weight to his limited appearance. Beyond the sitcom, Richard Venture built a career as a prolific character actor on stage and screen. He appeared in numerous television shows including Starsky and Hutch, Kojak, and Law and Order, while also acting in films such as Scent of a Woman, 1992, and Heartbreak Ridge, 1986. On Broadway, he was respected for his stagecraft, contributing to both dramas and comedies throughout the 1960s and 1970s. Off-screen, he was married several times and had 4 children, balancing family with his demanding career. Richard Venture passed away on December 19, 2017 at the age of 94. Though often cast in supporting roles, his career demonstrated the strength of reliable character actors in shaping the golden years of American television and film. Belita Moreno appeared in Family Ties in 1983 at 34 years old, playing Bernice, a comedic side character who helped expand the Keatons' social circle. Though Bernice's time on the show was short, Moreno brought her signature energy and quick comedic style, ensuring even minor characters left a lasting mark on audiences. She showcased the show's ability to create memorable interactions beyond the central family members, adding both humor and relatability. Outside of Family Ties, Belita Moreno built an impressive career across stage, film, and television. She became widely recognized for her dual roles as Benita Benny Lopez and George's Aunt Cecilia on the hit sitcom George Lopez, 2002 to 2007. Earlier, she appeared in films like Mommy Dearest, 1981, Clear and Present Danger, 1994, and Grosse Pointe Blank, 1997. Known for her versatility, she has worked in both comedic and dramatic roles with equal skill. In her personal life, Moreno has maintained a relatively private profile, dedicating much of her life to acting and mentoring younger performers. As of 2025, she is 76 years old and continues to be cherished for her humor and long-standing presence in American entertainment. Who is your favorite character from Family Ties? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.